everybody, welcome to Mugiwara Monday, number 12. There's like two big topics I will be discussing. I am going to talk about, I don't know how to say this because a lot of YouTubers don't say these words really in their videos. Hey, I'm getting a call, look at that. 1 second. Okay, I have answered the call and I'm back. So, we're going to be talking about two issues, and I don't really know how to exactly talk about this, but they're going to be more serious topics. YouTubers don't usually use the word, so we'll say SA is going to be kind of discussed today. If anyone has an issue with that, just wanted to let you know. But I am going to be talking about it in One Piece because it's something that happened. I feel like this is something that was maybe hinted at once with Blackbeard in this random scene if I find it. And overall, I don't think was really mentioned ever in One Piece that much. Oh yeah, the brothel thing with, Tama. That was the only other time, I think, that they talked about that sort of thing. So, yeah. And she was like a 8-year-old girl, I think, or something. So, anyway, let's do this. Number 1. Remember when I said we don't mess with Bonney? Baddie Bonney? Maybe not Baddie Bonney. She has like the age fruit, and we're not messing with that. I ain't going to jail or nothing. I have not got to an episode that says it distinctly, but with the backstory and how the ages are working, I think Koda was right. Koda made a good call on this one, being like, no, thank you. No, thank you. She's most likely a child, legitimately. She is probably like 10 years old. Because you're getting to like 4 years like in the past and like whatever in the past, and she's discovered her ability, hasn't shown me yet or whatever, and she's able to turn into what looks like Bonney that we see. And then you think about it and you're like, huh, we saw Bonney as a kid when the Straw Hats found her, and Bonney turns into a kid all the time. And while I think we all thought it's just her ability, whatever, that's probably her real form. Is that happening? She probably just looks like an adult because that's what you should look like when you're a pirate. Which I'm like, that's crazy. Yeah, so good call on Koda. The moment the age fruit is discussed, being like, no, thank you. Because, yeah, she's like 10 years old. And there's a lot of scenes that should not be in there for a character that's 10 years old, but you know, this is anime after all, guys. I'm sorry. And the other topic, again, really short, didn't watch so many episodes. So I was kind of thinking, like, for a lot of the story, man, Bonney doesn't really look like Kuma that much. Like, there's no, like, I don't know. I guess a lot of anime characters don't really look like certain parents because they're just stylized to be whatever the author wants them to be. Sometimes you get kind of like a similar vibe from a lot of them. I never really thought that Kuma, like, that Bonney looked like him really that much at all. And this turns out that this is most likely true because at one point in the story, Bonney and Kuma are working for the Revolutionary Army, and Bonney gets captured and is taken away to be a wife to a celestial dragon for 2 years, that no one goes to save her. And she finally gets on a boat back with a child. And yeah, it is as horrible as you could imagine then for what happened. Because I'm like, that's not Kuma's kid. So yeah, they straight up SA'd her and just, yeah, that is so horrible. And on top of that, they infected her with a rock disease where if she were to leave, she will just die from the sunlight because these rocks apparently just kill you. So yeah, this was probably, she was just locked somewhere and just, it's pretty horrible. This is one of the darkest things I think One Piece has ever covered. Because like I said, in the anime, a lot of the death and stuff wasn't really, I didn't think Zoro really killed guys because it wasn't really explicitly stated a lot of the time. Until we got to Wano, where it directly says, this guy died because Zoro stabbed him. Then you think about stuff like the time Usopp blew up an entire Navy ship. Were they just dead? And you start seeing, like, there are a lot of concepts that slowly were happening, even in these, like, early episodes and stuff like that. But this is just, it's just so horrible, man. I guess it makes it, like, Kuma, like, it makes the whole scene feel a lot more warmer, I guess, when you know that, like, this isn't even his kid, and it comes from this, she came from this horrible circumstance, yet he takes care of her like she is his own. And it's just this adorable, like, montage of him, like, trying to protect her, trying to make sure she doesn't succumb to the same sickness, and you can feel the emotion he has seeing her grow up to look like Ginny. I forgot, I was gonna say Gimlet for some reason. I was like, what is her name? And just to see the pain in his eyes as he's seeing her develop this same sickness and seeing her grow up and seeing her just, it's like he's seeing this love all over again. But just in a new way of being a father this time and trying to do everything he can to protect her from, like, the horrors of this world. But again, the celestial dragons just come in and, in the case of just making her have the sickness, ruin it all again. And I feel that, having got through all of Kuma's backstory, I feel like it's just going to keep, more bad stuff is going to happen. But it was just a really it was just such a dark topic to cover, and it was so horrible. And I think they've done these episodes very well to not tell you enough, but to let you be able to kind of piece together all this stuff that has happened. And yeah, these are really good episodes, and I've had a very fun time, not fun time, but a good time watching them, because I guess fun in the sense that it's like One Piece is taking these dark concepts and exploring characters, and, like, the pacing feels really good in these episodes comparatively to, like, 1 bajillion more billion episodes of Wano. But Kuma's a good dude. Kuma is a good man. He is. Yeah. That's all I really wanted to talk about. And I hope that you all have a good day today. And until next time, Max Mugiwara Monday. See you goobers later. Alright. Bye-bye.